James Ingram will sing some stuff that had you like, whew, the goosebumps. What's going on, everybody? You're right on time for another ride on the Groove Line with your boy Chris Stevens. Hopefully you all are doing well out there to start the week. We had a really good week last week. We had 3 episodes. The feature attraction, of course, was Steve Green and Gene Robinson Jr. of Breakwater. I want to thank those gentlemen for coming through so much, talking Breakwater, the history of one of the most underrated bands to ever come out of Philadelphia. They dropped so many gems on that episode. I highly recommend you go back through this channel and check that episode out. It's about 35 minutes long, so you can sit there while you're doing your laundry or cooking or just relaxing and listen to these guys tell you about the history of their band and how they are still performing to this day. Matter of fact, very much looking forward to seeing Breakwater the Saturday after this one. But it's a new week and we got some new stuff for y'all. Today, going to talk about a deep cut that is not on stream. And I, as a person of the technological age, a millennial, I love to stream music. I mean, there are some songs that, you know, you like to have physical copies of, but others you would just like to stream just for the sake of streaming and adding it to a playlist or something. And there are a few out there that are missing in action. And one in particular comes from a singer who, honestly, to me, never got the props he was due in life or death. And of course, he passed away 6 years ago from brain cancer. Talking about the legendary Mr. James Ingram. And no, I'm not talking about a song he did with Quincy Jones. I'm talking about a song he did with Lamont Dozier. Yes, of Holland Dozier Holland. The band was a one-off. It was back in those days in the late 70s, early 80s. A lot of producers were doing like ghost jobs. They would create the name of a band or something and then just throw singers and instrumentalists on it and just say, all right, here's this group and here's the song that I produced for them, when it's really just them in the studio doing all the stuff. And just like, all right, man, these folks ain't going out on tour. You know, this is something we can just get on the radio. So in this case, the group was called Zingara, and Love's Calling is the name of the song. It came out in the top half of 1981, just as James Ingram was about to absolutely take off into the stratosphere on Quincy Jones' The Dude album, doing 100 Ways. Compliment what she does. But yes, Love's Calling is a very different song from 100 Ways. Like, the instrumentation is absolutely lush on Love's Calling. Like, there are these beautiful strings and horn parts, and the drum really hits, and there's a nice little keyboard synth in the beginning. But what grabs you the most is the lyricism of the song. And Lamont wrote this one, obviously. There's so much about it that just gets you. But when James Ingram sings, come share my life, share my bed, like, that's love in 1981. Like, it was share my life first. Like, yeah, we can get to the adult activities later on. You know, you can definitely share your bed with me, but share my life first. Everything that I do, you know, my job, my hobbies, my downtime, my silly moments, I want you to share it all with me. And if we have that connection, then the connection in bed is going to be even better. So that's why that part just really sticks out to me. Come share my life, share my bed. It's a wonderful song. It is, and I wish it was on stream because, again, I talk about Tony Brown. I mean, Tony Brown is probably the most influential radio person I can think of for me. And listening to The Quiet Storm on WDAS as a lovesick teenager, then as a wistful adult, you know, until Tony passed in the winter of 2021, it just literally, every time I hear a song like that, it just brings back memories of Tony playing stuff like that on Old School Thursdays when I would be riding through the city coming from my night job. Obviously, I worked as a sports reporter. We all work at night. But yeah, coming back from a game or whatever, turn on WDAS, and it's a Thursday night. So Friday's right around the corner. So I would get to sleep in on Fridays because as a sports reporter, you don't really start work until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So coming home, turn on WDAS, you would hear this. And I'd be like, damn, who the hell is Zingara? But I know the voice sounds familiar. And then one day, Tony finally got me. Zingara, featuring James Ingram. Love's calling you, calling me. And I was like, oh, I know that voice sound familiar. That's James Ingram. Damn. But yeah, I mean, the song itself, it's lush. The message is beautiful. And it's one of those ones that if you were around back then, you'll hear it and you start to sway. But if you're a person who likes to discover new music to you from the early 80s, it's a gem. Like it's a hidden treasure because that was it for Zingara. Because after that, James Ingram got snatched up by Quincy Jones, and Lamont Dozier said, well, might as well go do something else because I just lost my lead singer. So, I mean, it's like music is so funny in that respect, is that folks work together so well. They respect each other. They admire each other. But when a better situation comes up, time to hit it. It's time to go. And I mean, James Ingram had been, hustling for a while. I mean, let's not forget that his brother Philip, who was one of the lead singers of Switch, and is younger than James, actually had success before James did. Because Philip sang on Switch's best song to me, I Want to Be Closer. Many days have gone by. I said to myself, gotta let her know she's mine. That's him before Bobby starts saying, I won't waste no more time wishing you were mine. Like, yeah, that I Want to Be Close to You is my personal pick for Switch's best song. Maybe I'll do a Switch episode one of these days. Maybe I'll get, Philip Ingram or Greg Williams on the show one of these days. You never know. You never know. I mean, I've had guests before and will in the future. But yeah, James was kind of late to stardom when you think about it, because 100 Ways came along after, Philip had already had his moments with Switch. So everybody's like, wow, there's two Ingrams? And yeah, James was probably, I mean, Philip has a nice voice, but James, man, he could sing some stuff that'd just make, like The Rock likes to do whenever he comes out to WWE events and he says he gets goosebumps and pats his arm like that. James Ingram will sing some stuff that had you like, whew, the goosebumps. I mean, Secret Garden, crying out loud. That's a debatable in itself who had the best verse on Secret Garden. I can tell you who had the best ad lib though. James Ingram. Your Secret Garden. Woo-hoo. Sorry. I had to frown my face up because you got to frown your face up. I mean, you can't sing that ad lib pretty. You can't. You got to make the ugly face. And James, even though James Ingram didn't make the ugly face while he was singing it, the rest of us, we don't have that gift. We got to sing it how we feel it. I mean, James Ingram can sing that and look as handsome as ever. Rest of us, it's just going to look crazy when we do it. But yeah, James Ingram had the best ad lib on Secret Garden. Make no mistake about it. I mean, his albums in whole just speak. I mean, there's my favorite James Ingram song is "There's No Easy Way to Break Somebody's Heart," because that's a gut punch. Because you never think that a man. I mean, we sing about women breaking men's. I mean, we hear songs about women breaking men's hearts all the time, but you never hear a song that much about a man saying, I really got to let this girl down easy, bro. And James did it in such a classy way, a very classy way. And there's no easy way to break somebody's heart. I mean, it's just, whew. I mean, of course, then again, he teamed up with another Philly icon, the late great Tom Bell, later on in the early part of the 90s with I Don't Have the Heart to Hurt You. So James Ingram was kind of like this debonair dude who knew that his powers were not meant for evil. They were meant for good. And his vocals were absolutely meant for good. One more James Ingram song I want to talk about before I get out of here. And this one makes me so mad because LL Cool J, he's holding this thing up. I think he is anyway, because he owns the rights to the movie. LL Cool J had a BET movie in the mid-90s called Out of Sync. It was him and Victoria Dillard, who was one of the most beautiful black women of the 90s. She was one of the first ones to have like that really short, curly finger wave hairdo. I mean, Victoria Dillard really started my thing for women with short hair. And I know Victoria's dealing with some health challenges right now. I hope she's doing well. But yeah, Victoria Dillard and LL Cool J were in this movie called Out of Sync. It was on BET maybe like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times before the movie got snatched. And there was a song that James Ingram did on that soundtrack called The Deeper I Go. I've been looking for a clean version of that song for 30 bleeping years. And I don't think I'm going to get it. I mean, there's the video version that has, parts of the movie playing in the background, but the Deeper I Go by James Ingram, just go check it out. I mean, James Ingram was he was the very definition of unsung. And, you know, he is missed. You know, he's loved obviously by his peers, his family, and everybody. But Zingara's Love's Calling. I just wanted to talk about that song real quick. It turned into a quick little James Ingram diatribe, but that's what this channel is about, man. We talk about the greats around here. And James Ingram was certainly one of the greats. And that's going to do it for this ride on the Groove Line. Greatly appreciate y'all for watching and listening as always. Contact information will be in the description below. So you can follow us on social media. You can check out the website. I post stories at least 3 or 4 times a week on the website because I am a journalist too. So I go do some digging and some information and put some stuff together there. So thank you guys for riding with me on the Groove Line. And until the next time we ride, may you find the groove or may the groove find you.